Alright, what's going on, guys? My name's Antonio, and this is the AAS All Around Sports. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are going over the Cleveland Browns going into the playoffs. And man, this team has just looked amazing. Thought to have been written off after the injury to Deshaun Watson. And look at them now. In the playoffs as the 5 seed, I went over the Texans earlier today into my past videos. But dang, I had to talk about Cleveland because this team has just looked amazing. But this team, the question is, are they a deep dark horse contender for the playoffs? Ooh, this is gonna be a hard one to answer. But if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new, turn on the notification bell. For now, let's get this topic started. So, yes, I do have the Texans picked in this game, but there is an easy way for the Browns to beat them because the Browns have looked so good on offense defense this entire year with Myles Garrett, Greg Newsome, and then loads of other guys on this defense that can make plays. And then you also got an offense with a great running game in Mike Ford, and then also along with Kareem Hunt. And then you also got Amari Cooper, you got David Njoku, and loads of other guys on this team that can make plays. Of course, the Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb injuries were key injuries. You were thought to be written off the entire year. Look at you now. You came back. Which I think, if the Browns beat the Houston Texans this upcoming week, I think that they can be a legit dark horse going into the playoffs because they're kind of similar to the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, hey, they beat them once in Baltimore, which the Super Bowl, the road to get into the Super Bowl for the AFC side has to go through Baltimore. So if you look at this opportunity for Cleveland, you have a chance to do something that you have never done, that you have not been able to get up to the height in about decades worth of troubles. You haven't been able to make it back to the Super Bowl for a while. Or I don't actually know if this team is actually confirmedly making a Super Bowl. But this team has the chance to do that because they have the offense to do it, and Joe Flacco has that veteran leadership. He has the experience because, remember, he was a Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens when they won a Super Bowl against the 49ers. Of course, Jim Harbaugh was coaching that team, and then John Harbaugh was coaching the Ravens, and still is to this day. And Flacco, man, this guy has been such a story for this team because he was on the couch for about halfway through the season looking for a job. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he gets the job for a Cleveland starting quarterback, which, remember, he caused a lot of pain to their fans back in the past when he was with the Ravens. But this is the best chance that they could possibly have. Because if we think about this, Deshaun Watson will be back next year. And with Joe Flacco giving these guys a little bit of veteran leadership, think about this team when Deshaun Watson gets back. Because Deshaun Watson used to be really great when he was with Houston. They would make the playoffs, and they would get to the great situations. But, of course, the whole Sue and stuff, the whole, scandals of, the... I don't remember what it was called, but it was, sexual abuse for Deshaun Watson. But I mean, since then, he got benched, and then he got eventually traded to the Browns, and then, all that stuff happened. And then we look back at this year, the Browns have actually shown up in big games, and they have shown out. But this is a big chance for Cleveland to prove themselves, because loads of people have written them off. And I think if they beat the Houston Texans this Saturday, that we are going to be looking at this team in a whole different way, seeing them as a dark horse contender. because the Texans are a really good team themselves. They're kind of similar to the Browns in a way. But we'll see what happens this coming Saturday. But I'm telling everyone right now, if the Browns do beat the Houston Texans, then they might be considered a dark horse going into the playoffs, which we'll see what happens. But that's my prediction was Houston Texans, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this game. But anyways, that's my topic for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So long for now.